Hey friends, happy Wednesday, my favorite day of the week, and day 3 of our Share the Love Challenge. And today is a very exciting day because today we're talking about software. And y'all know this could probably be a live that goes on for an hour, but I'm going to restrain myself. And I have picked out 5 software tools and software companies to showcase today that really are kind of the backbone of how we run our business and what we build on. So let's get into it. First, if you are joining live and you want to ask questions about any of these things, please feel free to ask questions in the comments. If you have tools that you love, go ahead and drop those in the comments. We'd love to hear about them unless they're divvy. That was for Mike, if he ever watches this. Just kidding. If you love your tools, like, be proud and shout them out and let me know in the comments. All right, so let's get going. We are going to start with probably the tool that I recommend the most. Let's see. Let me wrangle my tabs here. We are going to start with ActiveCampaign. And so I'm going to put the links up for all of these. If you're interested in these, if you're looking for any of these tools and you want to try them out, of course, they are affiliate links. And a lot of times people will ask me, like, they'll be planning to get a tool that they know I recommend, and they'll come and ask me, like, what's your affiliate link for this? So all my affiliate links follow this structure where I just create a pretty link with our URL to our website, / and then the name of the tool. So if you're ever wondering if I have an affiliate link for something, you can try that formula. And if it works, then you're golden. So ActiveCampaign is what we use for our email marketing, our automation, and our CRM. And I've been using this tool for a long time, and I've tried many other. Most people start with MailChimp because it's free, right? And people want to start kind of with the lowest barrier to entry. And I've used a lot of other services on behalf of myself, on behalf of clients. I've used MailChimp. I've dabbled in Infusionsoft, which is now Keep. I've dabbled in Entreport. I've dabbled in ConvertKit, like all of those things. And the truth is that for my needs and for the needs of a lot of the clients that I serve, there's just not a better tool at the price point that gives you so much functionality. So if you're just doing basic, you're sending basic emails right now and you're just doing a broadcast, that's fine. Y'all know, if you followed me for any length of time, that I have a begin as you mean to go on like philosophy, because this is a tool that you can grow with. So you can start out sending basic emails, but then when you need to level up your marketing and you need to start doing things like segmenting, you need to do things like basic automations, and then you can get fancy with it. This tool will grow with you. So you can use this tool all the way up to building $1 million business if that is your goal. And I actually had a client the other week in our coaching call. We start out by sharing wins, and she said, I made my own automation. And what it does is it tracks people who go to her sales page. And then if they don't buy, then after a certain period of time, they get a follow-up email, just, checking up with them and seeing if they have any questions, and she gets sales from that automation. So that's just a small sample of kind of some of the fancy things that you can do with ActiveCampaign. But you can start out super simple. All right. So the next one is ClickUp, and ClickUp is the project management tool that we use to basically run our entire team. And I'm going to show you this thing that I made. ClickUp has automations, which is really great. And so we have a whole process for, just getting the podcast out. So we have a task template, and, you apply that template and it automatically puts in all the subtasks that needs to happen, from research and planning to recording, to putting up the blog post, all the things. And then we have ClickUp automations that will automatically reassign to the correct person depending on what stage is that task at right now. And so I love having these automations, but I didn't love that I couldn't see it. Like, I couldn't really tell at a glance, like, what are all the automations that are in play and when do they happen and why do they happen? And so I did a little bit of digging, and I found this mind map feature where you can create a view that's a mind map, and you can base that mind map on your tasks that already exist, and it will show how they're connected. So it'll have like your folders, your list, your task, your subtasks, all that good stuff. Or you can just do kind of a free for all and create your own mind map. So I just looked at all the automations that we had and I mapped them out, and I said, okay, it's based on these custom statuses, and then when this happens, that triggers this other thing and it gets assigned. And I did this last night and I was super pleased with myself, and I didn't have anybody nerdy to share it with. I didn't want to burden my wife, who just cares nothing for any of these things. So I've just been suffering with no one nerdy to geek out. But ClickUp is amazing. And again, it's one of those tools where it has a ton of functionality, but you can turn a lot of it off. So if you're just starting out and you're new to project management tools, and you just want to get your feet wet and kind of master the basics, then you can turn off a lot of the features of ClickUp until you are ready for them. So love ClickUp and I came over to ClickUp from Teamwork, which I used for a long time. But the rate of just improvement on the software wasn't happening at the rate that I saw in ClickUp. And so I made that switch about probably 8 months ago and haven't looked back. It's been really, really nice tool, but it is a beast. So if you're going to adopt this, just know that, turn a lot of the stuff off so you don't get overwhelmed. All right, the next one I want to talk about is Airtable. And, if you're familiar with me and you have maybe purchased or seen my pot of gold, you might be familiar with this. It's based on an Airtable template to help you organize your content. And we use Airtable basically to document so many things in our business. We're big fans of documenting your content and your processes outside of the actual tools. So you're seeing an example of what I call the fancy pot of gold. So the one that you can go and buy, which if you want to grab that, you can head over to carveldigital.com/pot of gold, and you can get sort of the basic version of this template to help you organize your content. And there's a video walkthrough that goes with it to kind of walk you through how to use it. But this is the fancy version. And the thing I love about Airtable is that you can organize your content in so many different ways, and you can link your content together so that you're not having to create double entries for things. So you can see this is just looking at, our overall content library, and it's a view that just shows the blog posts. So I'm filtering that view to say, show me just the blog post. And then I'm grouping by the field of category so that I can look and I can see, okay, what are the categories that these blog posts fall into? And there's so many different ways to look at your data and to manipulate your data. And that's what I love about Airtable. And you cannot do that with just Google Sheets or Excel, at least not as easily. So we use this to keep track of content for our website. We use it to keep track of content for our courses. We use it to document all of the marketing emails that we send. Just like we're in Airtable every single day. So love that. And if you want to grab it, you can go to carveldigital.com/Airtable and you can try it out, or you can grab the pot of gold and you can get started tracking your content and getting a little more strategic with it. All right. The next tool that I love is MemberVault. And MemberVault, if you are using something like Teachable or Thinkific or Kartra or something to host your courses and your paid content, or even some of your free content, MemberVault is the tool that I love for doing that. And I love MemberVault because it's just great software that they're constantly improving. They really understand relationship building and relationship marketing. And so much of the functionality of MemberVault is really built around helping you create relationships with your audience and with your clients and your students. So there's a lot of that built in, and it's just made by awesome people. And that's kind of hard to find in the software space sometimes. And so MemberVault has one of the best Facebook communities for their clients and their users that I've been a part of on the internet. It's really great. They actually have anti-racist practices built into their business, and they've been walking their talk since long before 2020, when it sort of became popular to do that. And I just really love the people that they are and the software that they make. So Member Vault is high on my list, and I've put many, many clients on it. And, if you come into any of my programs, if you buy any of my digital products, they're all hosted on Member Vault. And I'm a person who, I could make a custom learning management system in WordPress and have, like, many times for myself and for clients. And when I found Member Vault and really started using Member Vault, I decided I really want to spend my time focused on creating content and helping my clients and not managing technology. And so I just went all in and actually shut down my other site. So that's the highest endorsement that I can give. All right. And then our last software shout out is Thrive Themes. And Thrive Themes, now called Thrive Suite, they recently changed their business model so that they are just selling all of their conversion-focused themes and plugins as a suite, as a membership that you buy. The membership is less than $300 per year. So if you've been spending money on ClickFunnels, lead pages, expensive themes that you are having a hard time editing and don't know how to use, I highly, highly recommend looking at this, especially if you're a DIY business owner who's a little bit, technical enough to get by. That's kind of the market that they're really aiming for. And I was so thrilled. Actually, this morning, I found out that one of my friends who's starting up a business and really got serious about it and was like, okay, I need a website. And I was actually on vacation. And I started getting these messages and seeing these email replies. And when she got serious about this, she started going through emails that I had sent her as part of being on my list and looking for resources around how can I create this website. And so she bought my Working Websites course, which basically teaches business owners how to DIY their website, and followed every single step and was able to create her own website. And the only thing that she got stuck on is just making the site live, because that's a pretty technical process. But she followed everything I said, used Thrive Themes, created the website, did it all on her own. And I was just so proud of that and so happy because WordPress is kind of fraught, and a lot of people have WordPress PTSD. And I just love Thrive because they're really clear about their conversion focus, about the fact that your website is there to sell. It's there to be a marketing tool. And not only do they have amazing tools, but if you just go to their blog, like their free blog, it's like a masterclass in marketing. So they're not only making these tools, but they're creating like tons and tons of articles to tell you how to best use these tools in service of your marketing. And I just really appreciate it about them. And there's other page builders and there's other web tools that I like, but there's none of them that are creating the massive quality and quantity of content to help you actually use the tools and benefit from them. So really love that. Go in and check them out. So that is my list. I want to know, what are your favorite tools? What are the things that you're in every day, all day? And have you shown them any love? Have you gone and given them a Google review, or maybe done a little video testimonial for them, or giving them a nice review on their Facebook page? I want to hear. And, I always love to geek out on tools. So if you have something you think I haven't heard of that you really, really love, definitely drop it in the comments. And if you're watching this on the replay, #replay, and let's keep sharing the love this week. And if you haven't joined the challenge and you want to, you can go to carveldigital.com/share the love. And part of the way that I'm sharing the love this week is we have reopened mini boot camp. So that is an opportunity for folks who have really been wanting to work with us and have been held back by either the time commitment or the investment, but they really just need to get in the door and get some help. Mini Bootcamp is a 4-week shortened version of our full content bootcamp. And it's an option for you to get in and to start working with us and to start seeing those wins in your business, to start getting that clarity about your offer, your audience, and your messaging, and do it with, a little less of a commitment in terms of time and money to see, is this really the right thing for you? So if that's you, and you've been really wanting to work with us, go ahead and go to carveldigital.com/apply. I think I don't have my, oh, go to carveldigital.com/apply. Tell me a little about your business, and we will get back with you and we will make sure that you're a good fit and get you all the details and make sure that your questions are answered. All right. Tomorrow on Share the Love, we're going to be talking about mentors and supporters and giving some love to the folks who have helped us get where we are. So I'm looking forward to chatting about that tomorrow. Until then, be cool, and I'll see you on the internet.